Hello YouTube, welcome to this is Andrew here. This isn't my channel, but I am doing a video on it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Boom Bomb. It isn't this channel, for those of you that know. But yeah, this is a game that I'm presenting and doing not how to play, but basic intro on the game. So, you know, some backstory, some game some game stuff, and yeah, so a little bit of the basics, and so let's get started. Welcome to Land 1. In games like these, you interact with your opponent in using different types of things, like cards or pieces, but mostly you do it with cards. So in this game, yes, you do it with cards like these. I'm sorry the camera's flip-flopped. It's kind of hard to, read these things, but as you can see on these cards, each creature, which there are cards types, creature, this is a creature. See, it says creature, and it's got that down there. Instant, sorcery, and artifact, which this is an artifact creature, but you'll mostly see artifact creatures are mostly the types of artifacts, and there's a lot of types of artifacts. So, those are the cards. On creature cards, though, in that box, you have this one says 7E, but no. On those, it's supposed to say the 3's here and the 7's right here where my finger is. So, yeah. I'm sorry about that. The camera's flip-flops here on here. Or here. And so it's really hard to read. But on the left side of the slash is its toughness, and on the right side is its toughness, on the left is its power. So its power is how much damage it deals. Its toughness is how much damage it can take. And you also have a mana cost, which that one, oh wow, I'm doing this wrong. Here. You can see it has a green, then a 4, which it's supposed to be a 4, and it's supposed to be on the other side. So if you see these cards in person, it's not like this, it's flip-flopped, as I said. So that's your mana cost, right? And lands produce that mana. So you've got plains, you've got island, swamp, mountain, and last but not least, forest. So those are the land cards. So in order to play this card out on the battlefield, you need a forest and 4 other mana of any type. And you can get these cards as a planeswalker. You're a planeswalker in this game. So you travel throughout the different lands, like Theros, Origins, MTG Core Set, 2015, 14, 13, 12, 11, and so on. Sorry about the background noise. But, so, basically, the Magic game, sorry about that, it's really hard to control here. I'm in a bad spot filming this, so either way. So, yeah, so instants and sorceries. There's a difference between creatures and spells. Spells are like planeswalker cards. Even though you are a planeswalker, you can still control planeswalker cards. You've got, so there's instants, which this is an instant. It does one thing, and it doesn't stay on the battlefield. It just pops right back out of the battlefield. And it goes in your graveyard, which is a place on your board. Now, sorceries do the same thing as instants, but they're a little bit more powerful than instants. So they might cost more mana, or they might do a little bit more damage with a little bit less mana, which they probably have both. And then there's artifacts and enchantments. They stay on the battlefield. Artifact creatures are still artifacts. They do stay on the battlefield, but they can attack and block and do whatever it says. All right. So so your mana, all things have a mana cost, and yeah, that's pretty much it. How you cast cards and how you play. Oh yeah, forgot one thing. So the turns. Your turns have an upkeep. Yeah. So there's 5 steps to a Magic turn: upkeep, main, combat, main, and end. Where your upkeep step is where you draw and you untap your cards. And how you would play mana is they'd be sitting on the battlefield like this. You just have to tap them in order to use that mana that they have for the turn. And they have... Sorry, I was just arranging stuff. So, yeah, they have... That's how you do it. So I would need to cast this guy right here. I would need a forest and 4 other of any color. So it could be 5 forests, it could be 1 forest and 4 of these. And yeah, that'd be a plain, a swamp, a mountain, a forest, an island, maybe, one, but yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, for your turn, so on your upkeep, you have 2 main phases. And you're only allowed to play 1 land per turn. So you could play your land, and let's say I had enough, I could cast this, which is 2 islands and 3 of any color. So I'd be able to cast that. And that could be on my second main. You're only allowed to play stuff on your main. For your combat, you attack, you block, you do all this other stuff. And yeah, that's it for land 1. So, welcome to land 2. Sorry about that stuff. Alrighty. So, in land 2 here, what we'll do is we have the creators of Magic. So we're done with the gameplay part of this. This is history now. So, in this history part, you're going to learn about who created Magic, why did they create Magic, which they did create it for a game that you could play at a convention when you're waiting in line or something. So, for Minecon, you can go to Minecon. It's like Comic-Con, but Minecraft. You can go there and, while you're waiting in line for, something, you could play a game of Magic. They're only 10-15 minutes long of a game, and they do not, they don't take that long. They're very fun. But old-time cards just were black and white. They had R for red and 2 for any color and stuff. They were really simple. So they could have R2. R2 would mean the number 2 would be 1 red, 1 red and 2 of any color. So, but now they have a little bit more detail to them. They have a little bit more oomph in the card. They've got colors, as you can see. They got colors, they got good artwork in them. They just have so much more than what they did. Magic started out, it spread through 12 other countries, early in. So 1993 is when it was made a game, and then, which I hate 93. All of you who are Kings fans and NHL, you'll hate 93. But anyways, back to Magic. So you go and it would just, that's when it started. That's when everyone got big to it and it just came out and blew out. It was gameplay's much like Pokemon. So they tried to make it like Pokemon for a reason. Because they didn't want a completely new game, but the cards of Pokemon. So, what am I doing? Alright. Oh wow, this video's gone on for a while. So, longer. What am I? Oh yeah, I don't remember where I was. This is horrible. But either way, so I had Magic when it first spread worldwide. was when they had the first World Championship. So the first ever World Championship in Magic was August of 2004. They've had some ever since. So, like, yeah, they've had a lot ever since. And they spread it throughout 12 different languages. So, they're, like, for those of you who speak Dutch, they spread it in Dutch. And they have so many languages on their spread that it really enhances the amount of game. They wanted it to go worldwide. So, World Championships, you know, they're tournament-based, and they've got gameplay and stuff. But once you really learn how to get deep and how to learn with your cards, that's when you get there. And I'm not there yet, but I know the game pretty well. So, yeah. Person who created Magic wanted to go worldwide. It did. It's a very successful game. Not as big as Pokemon, though. Pokemon's a little bit bigger, but, yeah, so, bye, YouTube.